This is Abstract Random. Brian, number 13, and my thing's shaking there. So this is entitled, Yes, I Need Help. I wrote a chapter in the book and the YouTube video number 9, Prejudiced Racist Bigot, about a year ago with unexpected results. Complex post-traumatic stress disorder, CPTSD. It came on as a slow burn that completely shut me down for a year. That's why there was such a long hiatus between videos. To recap, suffice it to say, the civil rights movement in the Deep South of the 1960s was a terrifying world that left an indelible mark on me as a 7-year-old child. If you want to know more, take a look at video number 9. Reliving that dark experience through making that video knocked me out emotionally. It was shocking to be disabled so completely. These resurfacing suppressed memories were a fucking brick wall that totally shut down my ability to cope with life. They insistently demanded to be exhumed, examined, and healed. Boom! I had been triggered. My logical left brain shut down and left me a simpering child of 7 years old, or whatever age the trauma occurred for anyone else. It's a real thing, and some of you know exactly what I mean. The crappy childhood fairy, Anna Runkle, has a marvelous YouTube video entitled Neurological Dysregulation, the hidden trauma symptom you must heal first. Watch it. It was surely an eye-opener for me. Well, I was in trouble. I was a 64-year-old basket case, unable to deal with the pain or navigate my life anymore. I simply could not go on. This trauma demanded to be dealt with. I had to learn to love my shadow self, the not so pretty aspects that we'd rather hide, and accept who I am completely as perfectly imperfect Brian. We have been warned that this is an absolute essential aspect of our ascension. Quitting smoking is tons easier. I didn't know what to do. I needed help. This fog was quite impenetrable. I was scared. It was too big for me to handle. As always, Spirit had a solution. Now, weird as this was, I found myself walking in the employees' entrance of our local mall, which is something I never do. Why would I ever do that? Deep in the bowels of the building, along with the maintenance office, law firm, and accountant, there was a counselor. As I walked by, the door opened and an angel of mercy walked out. Tracy and I hit it off as if we were old friends. I explained my situation, and even though she was very much booked, she squeezed me in. Her business card impressed me. I mean, the girl had more degrees than a thermometer. She was an experienced eye movement desensitization and reprocessing, EMDR, therapist. EMDR was developed in Canada for returning Vietnam veterans with PTSD. Now, how perfect was this? The counseling I had in the past, while excellent, helped me with coping techniques, but never freed me from the traumas themselves. EMDR gets rid of those nasty monkeys on your back. Oh, Jesus. Unpacking 11 major life traumas was as difficult as anything I had ever undertaken. I was so paralyzed and miserable. I had no choice if I was ever to live again. I had to follow through. Now, Tracy very brilliantly, sorry, I have to yawn. Tracy very brilliantly transformed one of the traumas, which was moving away from our wonderfully idyllic upstate New York farm, into a positive by making it my safe place where I could retreat to anytime things got rough. I go there every day. All the crap that happened from that time onward, and it never really stopped. Here it is. I'm 4 years old, climbing an apple tree in full bloom. The smell is heavenly, the sunlight warm in the chilly spring air, the sky purple-blue with puffy white cumulus clouds, and there was the added excitement and danger of buzzing bees and being at a great height. Well, 6 feet is high for a 4-year-old. During my daily meditations, I am reunited with this, my first clear childhood recognition of beauty. Instead of remaining as one of my greatest losses, it was transformed into a safe haven. I have my farm back. Isn't that brilliant? We talked things out, made breakthroughs, made steady progress. But right before a major discovery, all I wanted to do was quit and go hide under a rock. So afraid. Still, my misery drove me to persevere. I swear, sometimes it was like having a baby. Now, sorry girls, I know I have no idea about that, but let's agree to disagree so I continue with the narrative, okay? Let's suffice to say that it was really, really hard. Funny, the most difficult aspect of the treatment was listing and therefore reliving all 11 traumas. Getting through that took some time. I stalled and procrastinated. I thought, what a dummy. You need help and you're running away from it. Well, that's quite normal. I learned to be kinder to myself. But still, my misery compelled me forward. I then assigned from 1 to 10 the severity of each trauma. Surprisingly, that galling act of compiling the list was in itself a healing. Quite naturally, as a younger, immature person, I was unable to process the abuse trauma very well. Through the years, they had grown into huge giants, very intimidating indeed. Going through this painful review, now as an adult, really pared down those supersized monsters into bite size, a lot more manageable. Perspective is everything. After this, 8 of the traumas went down in severity from a 10 to a 7, and 3 of them were now 4s. I hope that made sense. I made unbelievable progress with Tracy this year. I still have 3 much smaller giants to slay. Oh well, healing takes time. But oh, the difference. Creativity has returned. I'm concertizing, writing, rescuing bottle baby kittens, gardening, flower arranging once more. Socializing is slowly making a comeback. Slowly. I am so grateful for the whole arduous process. Everything in my life had purpose and taught me valuable, if quite difficult, lessons. I don't want to change anything in my life. To do so would put me back into ignorance, and I've paid too high a price for the self-knowledge gained. Getting triggered is always surprising. Being paralyzed by trauma is no fun, but it is an opportunity. Finding freedom and healing makes a lot of sense. Avoiding them is not smart. In my tarot readings, I keep getting a vision of people sitting in poopy diapers and liking it. Not me. Whenever the past tries to bully me into cowering submission, I fucking deal with it and move on. All I can say is, thank you, Source. Perfect answer again. I've got my life back, and it's about friggin' time. Boy, I feel so much better. Getting all this out on paper has really been harder than I thought it was going to be. After umpteen rewrites and several takes, I think I've got it now. It's not okay to continue the suffering. Get help. Do the work. Get healed. We cannot ascend without being healed. This is terribly, terribly serious. Again, I recommend Anna Runkle, the crappy childhood fairy. Isn't that just great? All her material is marvelously helpful, not just psychobabble. Her YouTube video, Neurological Dysregulation, the Hidden Trauma Symptom You Must Heal First, was a lifesaver for me. Thank you very much. I love you. Namaste.